Hi guys, so I've just posted a video on what sort of content you'd like to see. So for now I am just going to read you some of my poems that I've wrote and honestly can't remember. So as far as I'm aware, a lot of them are quite deep, and there is one in here that isn't mine, but I will let you know before I read that one out. Yeah, there is one happy poem in here, but if I just read you guys what I've written and each name of the poem and everything, and see if you guys want to hear more or want me to create more or what. So here we go. So the first poem is called Roller Coaster. I wrote this about, I want to say 2 years ago. So it's been from like 2 years ago onwards. So it goes, life has its struggles and I have a bunch. They leave me with troubles and leave me with a hunch. This hunch makes me feel like I'm all alone and like life's a massive hill, like walking into the unknown. Eventually life gets better and gives you time to heal, and then altogether there is nothing left to conceal. Life can be happy, life can be colder, sometimes we get snappy, but life's a roller coaster. I still love this poem from the day I wrote it. I don't know why, I think it's probably one of my favourites. And then the next one's called Emotions, and it's quite fitting for the poem. So sometimes I feel worthless, sometimes I feel afraid, sometimes I feel happiness, sometimes I feel played. When I feel worthless, I don't know where to turn, like fading away into nothingness is like I never learn. When I feel afraid, I also feel alone, never brave, but like I've been disowned. When I feel happiness, I also feel proud, and I don't feel useless and I feel safe and sound. When I feel played, I never know why I'm being betrayed and I feel very low. These are some emotions that I tend to feel, some don't bring closures and some make me heal. That's another poem of mine that I have written. Yeah, a lot of these are quite deep because I wrote a lot of these while I was in a really bad stage mentally. And so this next one's called Pain. I feel so alone and all I feel is pain, and I rarely make it known that I'm feeling this way. When I'm feeling this way, I just want to numb the pain, want everything to go away and do the same stupid thing again. If you understand what I mean, I'm really sorry. And I'm sorry you're either there or you've been there. It's not easy. Anyway, continuing on. The only way I know is to cut the lines which are forever unknown to the other minds. I always feel worthless, like I want to give up, because I feel useless and like I'm not enough. The pain never fades, it always sticks by me and never goes away and bring back those memories. Sorry. Getting emotional reading this one. Because I remember exactly how it feels, but now I'm over a year hurt, free from self-harm. The memories are always there, making me feel like I have to be aware that I am disliked. This pain is my story. This pain is my story, the way my brain tries to define me. Don't like that last bit, but that's emotional. Really sorry. This next one's called Numb. And this is a very deep one and it talks about suicide. So if you don't want to listen to that, then just skip. Until I mention the next poem's name, which is by someone else, which is called Regretting the Death. But anyway, numb. When I feel numb, I also feel empty. Then I feel dumb, which makes me feel petty. It's like I have a hole that needs to be filled. The day becomes dull and I just want to be killed. When it makes me feel like I want to die, I feel I won't heal, and like that my life's a lie. Then I turn to self-destruction. It's like I never learn, and I follow my mind's instructions. And that's when I hurt myself, and then I feel I should kill oneself. But I don't tell anyone, but it all builds up. Life is no longer fun, and eventually I blow up. All of this because of the numbness, and I miss my happiness. I want to feel like I can be myself, to do what I need to heal, to be a better version of oneself. I remember writing these. I remember being in such a bad way when I wrote these, that's why it's making me so emotional. So, this next one is called Regretting the Death, and somebody else has written this poem. I can't remember who it was. I found it on the internet. But if it was you, if you're seeing this and this was you who wrote it, I love your poem. It is really great. But again, trigger warning of suicide and harming yourself. There are times where I want to kill myself. I want to confess what happened and let go. The things holding me back take over, the beginning of no self-control. Let the knife take the place of my mind, lose all sense of reality and trace my wrist. Letting the regrets of today go, filling my note with names like a list. So maybe today the deed will be done, maybe with a blade, a rope or a gun. Now the time comes to say my last goodbyes. I know I'll regret the moment I die. And when I first read that poem, I really, really clicked with it. Like, there was nothing that I didn't understand, which is really, really bad. But the final poem that I wrote, which was not long ago at all, is called Finding Happiness. And I remember writing this, and I remember being so happy to finally feel okay. And positive, and just want to, like, it made me feel really happy knowing that I can finally write a poem that's in a positive light. So here we go. It's called Finding Happiness. It's taken time, a lot in fact. It doesn't seem real, but I stuck to my pact. This feeling is great, the best indeed. I don't want it to change now I've planted the seed. It's overwhelming, but honestly the best. I'm glad I found my place, just like the rest. I couldn't feel any better. I feel fantastic. Unlike before, I hope this sticks. So yeah, that was the last. It was a shorter one, but it was the last poem that I wrote. Yeah, thank you guys for listening anyway. If you made it this far as to the end, thank you guys for listening to my poems, and I hope you enjoyed listening to hear it from somebody else's perspective. And I'm sorry if this has triggered anyone in any way, shape or form. I will put a trigger warning in the title of the video so you guys are all aware. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. If you like this video, give it a massive thumbs up, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and hit that big red subscribe button. I love you all, and I'll see you guys soon. Mwah.